Hello, I am Daniel Jones, and today is a very exciting day. I just received in the mail my first PlayStation 5 controller. The cat's meowing.
And the dog's clickety-clacketing.
This is ridiculous. It's fine. Whatever. We're gonna open the box. I already opened it earlier. This is what happens when you have a family of animals and kids. But I haven't opened what's in the Target box, which is very exciting. The PlayStation DualSense wireless controller. All right, you can see the back of the box. Heighten your senses. Discover a deeper, highly immersive gaming experience that brings the action to life in the palm of your hands. It actually says palms of your hands, which is, I mean, you hold it two-handed, so yeah. Haptic feedback. Feel more with physically responsive feedback to your in-game actions. Adaptive triggers. Experience varying force and tension when interacting with your in-game gear and environment. Built-in microphone, chat online with friends. That's not really new. The other one had that too. Signature comfort. Enjoy an intuitive design featuring enhanced sticks and touchpad. So I'm going to see how comfortable it actually is in a moment. But unfortunately, I don't have the PlayStation 5 yet because it's not out yet. And I'm not one of those big name video game people who got one. Let's try not to cut ourselves here. Well, there goes the box. Alright. The box is not going to be intact after this. Oh well. I don't care that much about the box. Care about what's in it. So I'll get the PlayStation 5 next week, November 12th, when it comes out. If I can get the PlayStation 5 controller out of the box. Apparently, we just do it this way. That works. Alright. There it is. Is there anything else in the box? Let's make sure. We've got that. I want to make sure there's no cords or anything in here. And I do have to thank my lovely wife for getting me the PlayStation 5. It was an absolute nightmare trying to pre-order a PlayStation 5. So that's why I decided with my new, that's it, nothing else in there. With my new toy, I'm going to do little videos to show people about it because a lot of people haven't been able to get one, but I was fortunate enough that my wife, working from home, was able to wait outside of GameStop for an entire morning until they opened at noon. She was the 8th person in line to get pre-order, and they had 8 pre-orders. So she got the last one. So I'm very excited. We got a disc version. Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That is, oh, that's beaut. Look at that. That's a controller right there. It's definitely a little bit heavier than the DualShock 4. Which actually I have. Could you go get that for me? As though you haven't done enough for me already.
I know, I got you that too.
Yeah. Yeah, you did. This was my anniversary gift to go with the PlayStation 5. Our anniversary is the weekend after the PS5 comes out. So I actually won't be playing it much, which is fine. We'll be in Mystic, Connecticut for our anniversary. So, okay. Look at that. there's the comparison of the two. Thank you.
Welcome.
DualShock 4, DualSense. Now, I don't know really why they didn't call this the DualShock 5, because the DualSense, the DualShock 4 was just as much of an upgrade over the DualShock 3 and DualShock 2 and DualShock 1 as this is over this. So I don't necessarily get it. It's got all the same features. It has the touchpad. I guess the big difference is the haptic feedback and the adaptive triggers, which you can't quite feel when you're just holding it like this. It just kind of feels like regular triggers. But I will say, it does feel really nice. And one thing that I definitely like about it is the grip. And if you look really, really closely, just like the PlayStation 5 faceplates, the grip is made up of little X's, circles, squares, and triangles, which is kind of wild. They're very little. They're very, very small. We have a microscope, not a microscope, a magnifying glass somewhere around here. Someday I'll have to look at it through the magnifying glass. I'm curious if the shapes on the faceplate of the PS5 are going to be bigger than the shapes on the grip of the controller. Now, the shapes are only on the grips right here. So they're not, right here is smooth. This is smooth. The buttons feel good. They're flatter, but they're still more rounded than I thought. I've heard other people talking about how flat the buttons are, but I don't think it's going to be a problem at all. The joysticks have that same kind of rubber cover there. Hopefully they've solved the issue with the rubber peeling off over time, because these really had that problem, and I have two of them that have the rubber coming off. But this is a later gen model, and I've had this for a couple of years now, I think, and I have not had any issues with the joysticks rubbing off, and I would imagine they've solved that issue and this will not have that problem. It's got the little PlayStation button there compared to the PlayStation button there. It's about the same size, only it's not a round button. It's the shape of the PlayStation logo, which is kind of interesting, kind of cool. I don't think it's much of a problem. We'll see. The speaker looks the same. You can't tell from looking at it how much different the speaker will sound. Hopefully it sounds a little bit better. The one on the DualShock 4 kind of sounded like garbage. This is just fantastic though. I'm very excited. Very excited. So it does not come with a cord to plug it in. That comes with the PS5. And at some point I will invest in the little dual charger station that I can charge two controllers at the same time. So that'll be good eventually to have. But yeah, this is super, super exciting. PlayStation 5 DualSense controller. Yep, there it is. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I'm Daniel Jones, and this is the DualSense.